Hey there, you filthy animals. Mr. Therapy back with another episode of the GTM show, and today, for the first time ever, like their premiere episode, we got Blaze Pizza on the show. Now, I myself, I've never been to a Blaze Pizza before today. They sent us a little thing in the mail, said come on down, check us out, and pick up a free pizza. And so we headed on down there. They got a bunch of specialty pizzas, plus you can build your own. Building your own, they got all kinds of stuff, from like salami to goat cheese, you name it. But and there's signature pizzas, like the specialty ones that are already made up. This one that we're going to be checking out today is going to be called the Meat Eater. And typically this has pepperonis, crumbled meatballs, mozzarella cheese shredded. You can also get like the dollops, the globs of mozzarella. But this is also shredded, and the shredded mozzarella is even weird to look at too. It's not like the little rectangle strips that you'd normally buy at the grocery store. It's like shredded and chopped. It's like there's no rhyme or reason to it, really. It really looks like they're probably shaving it themselves. I did notice that the dough that they're using, it's like half hand tossed. What I mean by that is that they start off with the pan. They start to toss the dough. They get it like part of the way done, and then they stick it in a machine that flattens it out the rest of the way to almost like what looked to be almost paper thin. Like when I saw some of the pizzas coming out of the oven, it looked almost as thin as crepes. Have you ever had like a French crepe? Like that thin. It also comes with red onions, red sauce, and I guess regular. Now these pizzas, they all come one size. Okay, you can't just go in. There's no small, medium, large, extra large, nothing like that. They're all this one size, and they range in price from like $5 for like regular cheese pizza to I think $8 is probably the most expensive for a specialty pizza. And even like the build your own pizza, it's one flat rate, like $8, and you put whatever you want on it. Very simplified for them, one size pizza, basically one price. It goes down a conveyor belt, and you watch them make it. You tell them what you want on the pizza. They build it up right there in front of you. Then they sling in this oven, and Blaze Pizza. I guess it says fast fired, which they're promoting it as like 180 seconds, something like that, 190 seconds, fast fired in their oven, and boom, in your hands, out the door. That's super quick, and yeah, we had this in like no time flat. It was like 2 minutes, and boom, we were walking out the door with this pizza. So let's crack open this box, which is like a really weird box too. It's not like your typical pizza box. This one, instead of opening up coffin style, it lifts off like a gift box. Ta-da! Set that aside, and let's look at our meat eater with, like I said, I substituted the onions for fresh mushrooms. So we got pepperoni, crumbled meatballs, mushrooms, and red sauce, and the cheese. So here you go. There's your fast-fired Blaze Pizza, the meat eater right there. Check that out. Pretty weird that for the meat eater, there's only like 2 meats on there. You'd think there'd be like Italian sausage, maybe some bacon or something like that, but no, just pepperonis and crumbled hamburger. So yeah, and this is the size pizza, no matter what you get. It's going to be this size right here, which incidentally is 11 inches. So we're not even talking about like a 12-inch pie here. It tops off at 11 inches is what their machine is flattening out the dough. So it's that big. They've cut this into 6 slices here. Just tear off this slice right here in particular. Boom, we just lost a mushroom. So there you go. There's 1 slice right there. I would say this pizza is probably good enough. It would probably feed like 2 people. Maybe 2 people and a child, possibly. Smells good. As far as their sauce, they also offered like a vine red sauce and a spicy red sauce. But this is the classic red sauce that we went with. This is the one that comes on the menu for this pizza. The fresh mushrooms. That's a big thumbs up right off the bat. I haven't even sunk my teeth into the shit yet, and I see fresh mushrooms, which makes me happy because I can't deal with canned stuff at all. And you notice how thin this is? What I was talking about, how like it's like thin, almost like crepe. And you can see on the bottom it is like coal fired, whatever you want to call it. Got a lot of bend to it since it is so thin. There's no getting away from that. All right, here we go. Okay, not bad. Almost can't taste the sauce at all. It is on there. You get like little hints of it. But even as I watched them make it, they didn't use a whole lot of sauce on there. just enough to pretty much like moisten the whole thing up and give a little tomato flavor to it. You can taste the pepperonis. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they might be using like uncured stuff. They also boast no nitrates in their meats. There's a good helping of that cheese. The shredded cheese melted down nice and thick, nice like even, smooth, creamy layer of that on there. Those meatballs would actually be good in like a red sauce for spaghetti, or even on like a meatball sub. I think they also did offer, they had the Italian meatballs. They also had turkey meatballs also, so you had your choice. Those are nice, fresh, not canned ever mushrooms. I like that. So look at that. For a few dollars more than what you could get at, say, Hungry Howie's or maybe Little Caesars, boom, you can get something like this. All fresh ingredients, never on a conveyor belt, you know, right there in the oven, in and out. Look, my hands are black, actually, from, you know, the singeing from the oven. So with all that being said, though, it's still not the best pizza I've ever had in my life. You know, it's no Jimmy Brooklyn's, it's no Rotelli's. So when stacked up against like Pizza Hut, Hungry Howie's, Little Caesars, Domino's, Papa John's, these guys right here are like miles beyond all of those. So I'm giving this a high 4 out of 5. There's still some room for improvement here, but yeah, high marks for the Blaze Pizza here today on the GTM show. Don't forget you can buy Knucklehead t-shirts and hoodies down in the description. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TheRealMrDirty. And as always, get out of here, go have a rotten day.